YouTube, what's happening? Man, you know, the daily drive, not the daily drive, but, you know, whenever I'm just rolling, got a day off today, got some big football going on this weekend, and, well, starting tomorrow for Florida fans, for any Florida teams, you know, tomorrow is kind of a big day, man. It's to see really where Miami's at. I'm going to actually give you my picks for this weekend. That there's a number of big games, that even games that people don't even think that have meaning, it's a meaning to these games. So I'm going to, you know, pick the Florida teams. I'm going to pick Florida State, Miami. Maybe give some hope to that. Give a little resuscitation to that fan base. They really need it. They wearing bags on their head and everything. It's a sad case in Florida State. Miami really ain't on the same. Poor Miami. Dade County. And then just go over some of the big games, man. So first we're just gonna start off and run into Miami, Virginia. It's a show you where you at game. Really, I honestly feel like Miami has an opportunity. Virginia is not that strong. They just dropped the game last week. I really think that this is Miami's time to kind of get back in their conference, get stable, and get ready for that next game. I think they may have North Carolina or something. They have a decent game that really can put them in the conversation. I mean, we got to remember all the games that Miami has lost haven't been conference games. So Miami still can actually win their conference and play in the ACC championship. So there's still some life there. ACC looks like, with Clemson not being the Clemson of the last 4 or 5 years, it looks like the ACC is actually up for grabs when it comes to North Carolina, Miami, NC State. I mean, even Virginia Tech's playing well. I can really see Miami having some conversations about playing in the ACC championship if they can get out their division. So I see Miami winning that game. It's going to be close. I mean, Miami, they're going to Virginia. It's on Thursday night, short week. I like Miami. Now, the Friday game is very, very intriguing, especially for teams like Florida that have one loss, that are right on the cusp of really getting back into the conversation. Friday's game, and then there's some other games on Saturday, but Friday's Maryland and Iowa. That's a big game for one-loss teams. Maryland is not bad. Maryland is a decent team. They can play football. Loxley's got them playing. I mean, they dropped the game, but them in Iowa. And I think the only thing, they go to Iowa. It's a Friday night game. They go to Iowa, which doesn't matter. It's not cold up there. Maryland's cold. It don't matter. I think that there may be a little, but I like Maryland, not just because it's in the best interest of my Florida Gators, but I like Maryland to win that game. So Maryland wins in Iowa. I don't see Iowa being able to match up with the receivers. Shout out to Jayshon Jones from Fort Myers, Florida, 239. We call him Jones down there. But yeah, shout out to Jones. Number 6. So I like Maryland to win that game on Friday. So that's something to give you something to look forward to. Now, there's 3 big games on Saturday that really are going to tell us what the SEC is about, especially in just all the way down that weekend. It's going. I mean, there's actually 4, but that 4th one is something that I always talk about anyway. But that first game at 12 o'clock, man, Georgia versus Arkansas. This is going to show us where Arkansas is. Is Arkansas a contender or not? And it's going to show if Georgia can score points. I really am on the cusp of not knowing who to pick. But looking at Georgia's defense, And what Texas A&M did not do is stop the deep ball with Arkansas. Arkansas looks like they like to throw the ball now. Old wishbone ass Arkansas out there throwing the ball and shit. Listen, Georgia's DBs have to be on alert for that. They do some funky waggle stuff all the time. They try to suck you in with a little underneath tight end and then throw that deep ball over the top where you're one-on-one coverage. I like Georgia's athletes. I like Georgia as just being in that situation. 12 o'clock game, early game for both teams. I like Georgia to win this game. I believe it's going to be a lot tighter. It ain't going to be no blowout. But I like Georgia to win this game. Georgia over Arkansas. Now, 2:30 game. This is not SEC, but it is a very important game for us one-lossers. I don't know how this got scheduled, but man, thank you, scheduling gods, for this to happen. One of these teams got to lose. Undefeated Notre Dame against undefeated Cincinnati. Now, take in mind, obviously, I would love to see Cincinnati go out there and just thrash Notre Dame, because Cincinnati has a harder conversation when it comes to actually playing for the national championship because they're not in the Power 5. But Notre Dame is battle tested right now. Not saying that they should be in the top 4 and all that, but Notre Dame is battle tested and played in some tough games. Even the Florida State game was really tough for them. I don't see Cincinnati being the big dog and going knocking Notre Dame out. Notre Dame got a USC game that's going to be tricky at the end of the year. That always is tricky. Notre Dame has, I think, a Michigan game also that's going to be tricky. So I'm not worried about Notre Dame and seeing where they're going to get their L at, but I don't think it's going to be this week. I like Notre Dame to beat Cincinnati. Looking at Cincinnati and just kind of watching, they ran the table on some okay teams, even with the FCS team that they played. I can't even tell you who it was, but they look good. But Notre Dame is going to be prepared. Notre Dame defense is running to the ball, they're flying. I just look at, and then the quarterback looks like he's going to be okay to go. Cone looks like he's going to be okay to go, and that's one of the biggest other things, just having the guy that's been in that fight. If he's a little gimpy, then that could be a problem, but I don't see Notre Dame really losing to Cincinnati. So Notre Dame wins that game. 3:30 game. I know everybody is like, oh, Ole Miss is finna just go out here and score 100 points and beat the shit out of it. They finna score 100 points. Now the problem is, can they stop Alabama from scoring 104 points? They're going to score a lot of points. Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin is ready for Alabama. And Lane Kiffin going to have Alabama DBs out there running around, looking at circles and trying to. Alabama's defensive backfield is not, and linebackers aren't ready for what Lane Kiffin's finna go out there and throw. Lane Kiffin finna throw some old crazy. Lane Kiffin's finna be throwing up the touchdown sign on the sidelines a lot this week. Now, the problem with Lane Kiffin and everybody else is, are they ready to just slow down Bama? Bama got a good running game. Bryce Young is totally different than what, you know what I'm saying, than what the past couple quarterbacks have been, except for with Hurts, you know. But Bryce Young is wanting to run more because he's young. He's gonna he wants to get out of trouble more. So it's a tough one, but I gotta say Alabama in the end. Alabama's gonna stop them more than they're gonna stop Alabama. That's what it takes to beat Alabama. That's what we did. That's what Florida almost accomplished. We stopped Alabama more than they stopped us. Ole Miss has the offense to score on anybody. So that Ole Miss Texas A&M game down the road is going to be a real good one for the West. And that Ole Miss Arkansas game. But right now, Alabama is, I feel like Alabama can stop. Now, I hope it's different. Now, listen, I mean, for my case of what I'm saying about the Arkansas theory, that if you go back on the drive and like and subscribe, you can see what I'm talking about with Florida. If you're a UF fan and you want to follow me. But I really just don't think, I don't think Ole Miss is going to get more stops than Alabama. That's all it takes. So Alabama wins 3:30 Saturday. Big game. Big SEC matchup. Gary Danielson out the line and shit. That's what Gary Danielson do. He gonna talk shit and tell you some bullshit. He loves everybody. That's until they fuck up and then he gonna talk bad about you. Anyways, so that's what, okay, so Alabama. Now, another game that really kind of pops out, man, you know what? Is the Michigan-Wisconsin game. This is the last game I'm actually going to talk about before I talk about the game I want to talk about. Michigan-Wisconsin. Wisconsin, for 3 quarters, looked like the Wisconsin that everybody thought they were going to be, a scrappy, you know, not super uber athletic, but get out there and play ball. And, well, you know what? Wait. Shout out to Jake Chaney, number 36, Fort Myers, Florida, 239. So let's remember that Wisconsin's supposed to be a scrappy team. Michigan is looking different. Michigan is looking like a team that they were supposed to be 4 or 5 years ago under Harbaugh, and then evolving and being better. You feel me? That's what Michigan looks like right now. Michigan looks like the team that they should have been when they began under Harbaugh. Wisconsin, 4th quarter out Notre Dame, just looked like it was a depth issue. I don't know what it was, but Notre Dame just tired them out. I'm picking Wisconsin this game. Michigan goes to Wisconsin, not in the big house. Wisconsin feels good about, even though it was a bad loss at the end, the numbers don't show what the game was. I like Wisconsin to beat Michigan. That's my upset. That's my upset of Ruby. That's my upset of Ruby right there. Michigan loses to Wisconsin. Florida, Kentucky is going to be a tough game, people. I'm not just boosting it up so I can say, damn, we got the toughest schedule. No, to Kentucky, y'all got to understand, dog. This is Kentucky's Super Bowl. This is Kentucky's greatest matchup in the history of their matchups right now. Kentucky and Florida right now is Kentucky's all or nothing game. Play with me. These people have let all of their felons play. Everybody, these people getting out of jail playing for Kentucky right now. They got real, you talking about gangsters? They got cats that still have pending felony charges out there on the field, gonna be out on the field Saturday to play Florida. Now, any other game, them cats would have been suspended. Probably never see Kentucky's stadium again. It's the University of Kentucky. They wouldn't be in class. But this week, it's a Super Bowl, people. Let me tell y'all something. Kentucky is going to play, especially after they thought we stole the game when Trask came in after Felipe Franks got hurt. Now, take in mind, the past 3 out of the 8 times, the last 9 times that we played Kentucky, one of our starting quarterbacks have gotten hurt. Just when we go to Kentucky, we went to Kentucky. Tim Tebow knocked out the game. Was dreary for the Alabama game. I mean LSU game. Now, if everybody remember, Jeff Driscoll 2 years later got hurt, got seriously not seriously injured, but got injured. That's how Brissett, not Brissett, was it Brissett? Maybe Treon, somebody got in or somebody got to play, but Driscoll got hurt. Obviously, Felipe Franks, which was not a blessing for him. Let's somebody watch this be like, oh, you wrong for that, or you ain't got no. I like Felipe as a kid, man. I was really a big Felipe fan when he came out of Crawfordville in Florida. I really like Felipe. I even like Felipe as a kid now, like genuinely as a good kid. I think that he's good as a person. Maybe his field antics or whatever he's good at, he might not be that great on the field, but he might get a shot at Atlanta. You never know. I like Felipe, but when he got hurt, it was almost a blessing for the momentum of Florida, because Trask came in and Trask took us back, and that took us on off. Then we went out there and beat Auburn right after that with Trask. That, you know, that was solidifying Trask should be the starter. So let's pray and make sure all of our Florida prayers are with our quarterback, EJ, because EJ's he's starting to build confidence. He's starting to get better. I like Florida to win. I think it'll be a tough win. I look at Kentucky as like they playing for their national championship. I think that this is all Kentucky plays for every year in football. I think Stoops tells them if we don't win Florida or we don't look good in Florida, I'm going to quit. So I don't know, but I'm sorry again, Kentucky fans. You know the funny thing, I don't even have a Kentucky fan friend. I don't think I have any friends. I have lots of Facebook followers and friends. I don't even think I have a Kentucky friend. So I don't really care about this game, but I care about that we get the W out of this. Go ahead, move forward, and get ready for, prepare for Georgia. We got Vanderbilt after this game. I think we can just start preparing for Georgia. Okay? So Florida wins. So that's my picks. Like I said, the one I'm really watching is going to be Friday. I don't really care. Florida State and Syracuse. Oh, sorry about that. Whew, almost afterthought. I want to give Florida State the win. I'm just going to say Florida State, y'all got to get this W, man. Syracuse is not good. Y'all going to the Carrier Dome. We understand what it's going to be like or wherever Syracuse play in the Dome at 9. Y'all going to play cool. I hope y'all go in there with a Notre Dame with y'all play and win. Please, Florida State, please. I don't want to see y'all going to UMass 0-0, and then y'all happy that y'all won y'all homecoming game because that's the only win y'all got. That's Florida State. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all, Florida State. FSU wins. Saturday. I love y'all. Everybody love y'all. Everybody want to hug y'all. Sorry, son of a bitch. Anyway, Florida State, y'all get this W, please. We don't want to have these conversations no more with y'all. Well, your mama say you don't have this conversation with you no more after you did fucked up in school. This is how we feel about y'all, Florida State. Yeah. Whew. Well, man, y'all go like and subscribe. Like my watch my videos, like and subscribe, man. And hey, man, I'm gonna be picking every week, man. But like I said, it's a big week of football for college. And I think that this is going to be a real shake the tree type of weekend. So let's keep it Gucci, as they say. Let's keep it Gucci. That's how they say it, Gucci. Let's keep it going, man. Please subscribe to The Drive. Some more good content. Gonna talk some football. If you have anything to say it in the comments, man. Hit me up. Say, man, hey, man, you wrong or I'm right or dang, boy, you kind of was on point. Keep track of what I do, what I pick. I think my picks might come through. They might help y'all with a little bit of y'all little picks. All right, y'all picking for some money. Go on, hey, use my picks. Say you did it. Don't even act like you coming. Don't say you coming to the secret thing, because when this thing blow and all that, blah, blah, blah. The Drive, man. I'm going to go and eat some First Watch. It's delicious. If you don't know what it is, Google it. All right, man. Take it easy.